So he feels trapped. He's trying to figure out, should I run from this? I'm gonna say no, just easy. Pressure still stays there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take my stick here and I'm gonna bend it here. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this stick to start working on the other side. I'm gonna start with just touching him with it. See how he does with that. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Let's go over his hip. Good boy. And I'm actually gonna grab his hip here. Good boy. And I'm gonna pull it towards me. There. Good boy. Now I'm gonna retreat there. So what I'm doing is I'm just starting to handle his body a little bit, where he knows that I can actually direct him and influence his movement of his whole body. Because if I move his feet, he's fighting me there. No, sir. There, he gave into it here. Good boy. He's like, what the crap? You saw where he pinned those ears back. You know, right now he's challenging. He's like, hey, I don't know if I like this. This might get ugly, sir. And my goal is, you know, we can bring out some of that ugly, but it doesn't have to turn into a fight. Because I want him to know that I'm not here to fight him. I'm here to work with him. I'm here to encourage him. So now I'm gonna see if I can get him to drop into this. There, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And I'm gonna pull the front end towards me. There. Good. And I'll take the pressure away. So that was really good, right? He let me bring his hip towards me. He let me bring the front end towards me. A lot of people are paranoid when they're working with wild horses about that hind end, and they won't let that hind end come towards me. I'm the opposite. I want him to get comfortable with when I ask for that hip, bring that hip towards me. When I ask for that front end, bring that front end towards me, and nothing happens to you. You're not gonna get hurt, you're not gonna get chastised. The pressure goes away and you get to stand in peace again. I want him to be able to find this place of peace. So I'm gonna come back in here again. I'm holding it here. He can make a choice to tip in. There, good. Now I'll draw him in. What a pony. Look how light that is. Good. I'm gonna bring him in just a touch here, but I can't draw him too much because then he's gonna wanna push into me and challenge me. There, good, good. So again, there has to be balance here, right? I don't wanna draw him so much that he's coming at me, but he was such a gentleman there. I'm really pleased with how he did that. All right, so now I'm gonna come more over here. Oh, I like that. I don't know if you guys could see that, but when I picked up that pressure, he just took a step into it. I love to see that. That's some really good softness there. I'm gonna come. So he feels trapped. He's trying to figure out, should I run from this? I'm gonna say no, just easy. Pressure still stays there. Kicking never gets him out of the pressure. Let's get that hip to come this way. I'm gonna talk to that back end. And there's certain things that I don't know that you can really see on camera, but that I can feel. And for my safety, when I kind of transition that pressure, let me do it this way. What ended up happening is there was too much momentum coming towards me. So it wasn't ideal, but for safety, the last thing I want is for him to come and be able to get me or to think that he can. And so I really had to reevaluate and let go there so that we weren't trapped. So I want him to wait for me to ask that front end to come forward. And so when he just stepped in without me asking, I pushed that front end back over. Nope. That was good, but that front end's got to stay just a hip. Just a hip. Front end's got to stay. There. Front end stays. Give me that hip. There. Let's push that front end back out. Front end stays. Good. Nope, no front end. Just a hip. There. Just your hip here, bud. I'll take that. So those last couple times, the front end did float with the hip a little bit, which is okay, but he was polite, right? He wasn't rooting that nose up towards me. He wasn't kind of charging towards me. So I really like that. I'm gonna finish with my pole work for today with that. I'm gonna go ahead and let this flap and make some noise. What a gentleman, what a pony, good boy.